and I have my phone sitting up on my dashboard. So if you guys fall, I'm sorry, or if you can't see me because it's too sunny or something, I apologize. I just wanted to give you an update because it's been a little while since I've been on. I have been firmly seated into my veganness. I'm having a great time with it. I have begun exercising. I've gotten a Fitbit. I'm not very good so far at reaching my 10,000 steps a day. I do work on a computer, so my life is considered a sedentary because I sit for the majority of my day. I've tried to be more active with my Fitbit. I just recently added a goal to try to help me between the hours of 9 and 3 to become more active and try to get 250 steps in as well. And I have been consciously I have been purchasing more items that contain protein in efforts to build more muscle. I was losing the little bit of fat that I had at the beginning of my vegan journey, and I've been trying to counterbalance that with muscle, which has been working pretty well because I currently am at I tend to stay between 125 to 131 pounds before I went vegan. And before I went vegan, I was about 135, 145 was my range. So the range that I'm at now is pretty much where I stay at since I've become vegan. And or before I became vegan when I was sick. And so I've been trying to make sure I don't get any lower than that, basically. I'm actually trying to build onto that. I really don't have the time to be able to put in the effort to exercise that I should. However, I will be graduating soon, so I plan to dedicate more time to that. I had my wife reinstate her gym membership and add a family membership to it so that I can get a card and use it myself, which she did very, very swiftly. However, I have yet to go to the gym. So I need to do better with that. But like I said, I have been walking on a semi-daily basis and walking with my wife, who is trying to lose weight because she's been diagnosed as pre-diabetic. So that's basically what's been going on. I'm working on trying to keep my grades up in school and working basically as usual. And I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know what I was doing last week with my veggie buddy Anthony at work. He became vegan about a month after I did. I tried basically being raw till 4 again for the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of last week, and which I was eating raw fruits and vegetables until I got out of work, and I didn't like it very much. I like eating cooked food. I also like eating junk food. So most junk food is processed or cooked in some way. So there you go. So I didn't like it. I felt hungry a lot, not necessarily satisfied. I wanted pasta and potatoes, fries, and stuff like that all day, oatmeal. But I did decide to try to more actively be sure that I am getting at least 3 salads in a week. The big 2-pounder salads, I did really good with that last week because of the raw till 4 challenge that I did with him. And today's Tuesday, and I have yet to have a salad, so that should show you. We didn't really do a challenge this week. The week before that, we were, I don't really remember what we were trying. Oh, we did raw all day, 2 days out of the week before that, and that was troublesome for the same reasons as being raw till 4 was. So I have, as a result, kind of turned him on to the high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle. He's gone and he's pretty much been stuck in the standard American mindset that carbs are bad, and so he's been avoiding carbs in efforts to lose weight, and he really hasn't lost a lot of weight. He's been exercising. He's having a hard time maintaining his metabolism as well because he's not hungry, which I told him the days that I did do the raw food all day or raw until 4, like my appetite sucked those days. Like I craved carbs, but my appetite sucked. I really didn't have the motivation to even get up to make the carbs that I was craving because I was just kind of like, I'm not really that hungry. You know, I think it was an energy level thing too. So he has purchased a couple of pounds of dried pinto beans. As a result, he has yet to use them, but he's bought them, and he has been watching more YouTube videos from high carb vegans. There are quite a few high carb vegans out there, so he's been watching videos from there and becoming more educated on Dr. McDougall's mindset, you know, starch solution and stuff like that through these vloggers. So he's gaining some new information. He's gaining a new respect for carbohydrates. He's opening up his horizons about his meal options. Oh, also, Sunday I made seitan. I made my own homemade seitan. I've never even had store-bought seitan or any other kind of seitan yet. So making my own was cool because I didn't really have anything to compare it to. It came out pretty good. It put me in the mind of a loaf, like a meatloaf of some sort. My family loved it. It was fried. It was loosely based off of edgy veggies, Popeye's chicken, fake Popeye's chicken recipe. I didn't do the extra hot sauce in the dipping. Okay, so you had your dredging mix, and then you had your dipping mix that you dipped between dredgings in, like a batter almost. She called for hot sauce in that as well. I did not put hot sauce in that as well because my youngest daughter is kind of heat sensitive, and so is my wife. So I basically only put the hot sauce in the seitan portion of the recipe, and it came out damn good. However, I didn't realize until I had already formed the patties and put them into the vegetable broth to boil, the note that was down at the bottom of the recipe that said, be careful of the size that you make these because they will double in size. So I had these huge patties when I was finished, which made it kind of a heavier meal. So I know in the future when I make seitan to make smaller patties because they will double in size. But it's exciting trying new things. I have the ingredients to make homemade vegan calzones, but I also have a lot of homework to do, and I've been very tired because I'm on my cycle. My cycle just started today, so I've been really tired. So it's kind of hard for me to be motivated during those times to cook. So I don't know if I'm going to make those calzones this week or if I'm going to wait until this weekend when I've got a little more time. So that's how things are going. And I'm just still going strong. High carb, healthy, vegan. I'm loving it. I'm loving the movement online. I'm loving the animal activism. I'm looking forward to a time where I have more time so that I can dedicate more to animal activism. Oh, wait, one more thing. I almost forgot. Okay, so such a happy time. Look at my face. Such a happy time. Last night, I got a Facebook message from one of my my professors that I had taken three classes from, American Studies in the 60s, Gender Studies in Politics, and Global Health and Cultural Competency. So I took those classes from her. She's an amazing professor, very inspirational, very thought-provoking, very engaging, and she was also my Facebook friend. And after a blow-up from some misunderstanding with my wife a few months ago, I basically made my Facebook page a strictly vegan animal activist site. I post daily cute little memes and pictures and things that I see on Facebook. It's encouraged quite a bit of conversation with my family members. It's encouraged quite a few people, including family members, to unfriend me, but I don't mind, because last night I got a message from that professor that I'm referring to. Her name is Dr. Jillian. And Dr. Jillian basically said, thank you for all of your inspirational quotes. A few months ago, I've decided to explore the vegan plant-based diet, the vegan community. And I just wanted to tell you to keep up the good work, keep motivating people, keep posting those videos and those memes. And thank you for inspiring me to be vegan. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm crying. Like literally, I typed that to her. I was like, I don't even know what to say. I'm so thankful to have anything to do with a decision she made. And I congratulated her on making this brave and wonderful decision. And I was just in tears, and I was like shaking, like I'm starting to shake again thinking about it. It's just like, it's amazing that, it's my posts are not all for naught. There's a reason it's reaching people, and it seems to be reaching the people who aren't vocal. The vocal ones are the ones who are vehemently against becoming vegan and or even looking at anything that my videos have. But I have I'm starting people to think, and so that's all I want to do, is make people think, because a lot of us we don't think. We allow society to tell us what we should think, and we respond accordingly. And so I'm just proud to have had anything to do with this adult woman's decision to go vegan. The only people that I've kind of influenced that direction thus far are my children. My oldest daughter especially has adopted a vegetarian lifestyle, and I think if her school was more supportive, if her school had more options available to her, the world just had more options available to her, she'd probably be fully vegan. I'm trying to help her through the process of giving up dairy. I'm not pushing anything, because I think a large reason why the majority of vegans families don't convert when they're able to convert all these other people is because, you feel so discouraged when your family's not vegan. You feel like, how are they not seeing what I'm seeing? And they're in the same house as me, But I'm starting to think that it has a lot to do with cognitive dissonance. It'd be really hard as my family member to have a conversation with me about the possibility of continuing to eat meat in my house, because I'm just like, no, I'm not. I don't want us to participate in that, and I don't want my money going towards support of that. And with us being a family, I feel like my money's your money and vice versa. If you're spending money on animal products and seafood and cheeses and things like that, ultimately it's my money and I'm supporting it. And I have a hard time with that. Having a hard time still with buying my kids chocolate and cheesy pizzas and stuff like that. I almost feel like this is what it feels like. It feels like finding out as a mother that society was poisoning your kids without you knowing it. They were poisoning you, and more horribly poisoning your kids. And you find out about it, and you're like, oh my God, they're poisoning us. They're poisoning my kids. And then, like, so you're like, okay, no more poison. I'm not going to poison my kids anymore. But then your kids are like, but I love the poison. I have to have it. Oh, what do you mean? All my friends have poison. And, you know, you don't want them to be upset. You don't want them to have to go through hard times at school. You know, as a parent, you want, like, I'm a lesbian, and it's been hard to deal with people's backlash of that and their opinions of me, being a lesbian, being a black lesbian. And so if somebody was to say, hey, you know, you can push this button and your kids will be lesbians, like, I wouldn't push the button. Not because I feel like there's anything wrong with being a lesbian, but because as a parent, I don't want them to have to go through what I went through. The same thing with the meat and dairy. I don't want them to go through what I went through. I don't want them to get to their 30s to find out that the reason why they're having a hard time metabolizing food is because of, you know, animal products. I don't want them to have to get to their 30s to find out that despite them being really thin, their hearts are in horrible shape. They've got horrible heart muscles because of, you know, the sedentary lifestyle that's encouraged and this horrible diet that's encouraged in American diet. I don't want them to have to go through that. And I feel like, you know, even though they, like for Easter, they loved seeing all of that candy. I bought Airheads, which are vegan, Smarties. I don't know if it's bone char sugar or not, but I bought them lots of accidentally vegan candy, but I also bought them chocolate. And, you know, it just kind of made me feel some kind of way, and I don't know how to get past that. I don't know how to reconcile that in my mind, that I'm putting smiles on their faces by giving them poison, and it's just hard. So the easy answer isn't even to not buy them chocolate, because, you know, they love chocolate and they haven't made the decision not to have milk. They haven't made the decision to give up milk chocolate like I have. And because of time issues, I didn't have the time to go and search and go to Whole Foods, which there are 2 in my neighborhood. And I'm sure you guys can see, because the fact that the majority of my videos are done in the car, that I really don't have a whole lot of extra time in my life. I didn't have the time to go to Central Market and Whole Foods and all of those specialty places to try to find some vegan chocolate for them. I did go to Sprouts. I did go to Walmart. I did not find any vegan chocolate. So, better planning on my part will make for better results. But at the same time, you know, I'm just trying to do the best with what I got, and trying to deal with the feelings that I feel being a mother, and trying to keep smiles on my kids' faces but not give them poison. So I know not too many people watch my videos, but if you're watching and you're a mom and you're a vegan, my kids are 8 and 14, how do you deal with it? I'm trying to do better with videos. I'm never probably going to be able to commit to every day, because right now as it stands, that's just not my life. But we'll see how it goes. Maybe it will avoid us having 20-minute long videos. But that's it. Queen Veg signing out. Remember to carb the F up. Bye.